Today I've changed it up. I've come up the river. Haven't been up here in a long time. I'm either gonna throw my worm or my jig, or probably both. I'm gonna start off with a little Texas rig worm. It's gonna be 95 plus today, so I don't have a whole lot of, I'm not gonna fish too long, it's just too hot. I know I could have caught some topwater fish in the lake, but then it gets tough. And it's probably gonna be tough up here too. I just felt like fishing some new water. Number one. Not a big one, but you gotta start somewhere. Just a little spot. That's a good sign. Haven't been fishing 5 minutes. I got the first one. I like it. Well, it's kind of the species I was thinking I would catch. So far, just dinks. A little largemouth. I don't know if you can see here. We got a little point here. It's a good place to catch a fish. Anywhere here in, I mean, if you watch my channel, you hear me talk about points all the time, and that, that's pretty much my main strategy for catching fish. Just fish the points. Better. Come on. Nice little spot. His tail's all boogered up. Boy, that hawk sure is screaming. There we go. Better fish. Still not what I'm looking for. Hey, 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 hey. Still kind of small. Cost me a worm. So I pour my worms kind of soft. All right, I had to retie there, pulling it through all those rocks, so we'll tear your line up. That's more like it. Nice chunky largemouth. Good thing I pinched my barbs down, or he'd have been in trouble. Caught that fish out of about 12 feet of water. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Whoop. There's another. Uh-oh. One's a little better here, I believe. Nice one. Big old spot. I mean, a jumbo. Boy, that's probably a 3.5, maybe a 4-pounder. Look at his tail. Isn't that interesting? Are they spawning? I mean, it's end of July. It's a nice one. That is interesting. That's 2 right along that stretch. So the farther south I'm going, the more bites I'm getting. That's interesting. Boy, that was a nice one. Wow. Wonder if I shouldn't head back. I didn't fish this whole bluff. Anyway, I was getting ready to say, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's already almost too hot. I mean, it is hot. I'm always trying to figure out why the fish was there. That way I can, you know, come up with a pattern and repeat it, catch more. He was in, you know, no shade really, in the sun. My boat's setting in 21 feet. I probably caught him in 15. They're not very turned on today. It's slow fishing, but I'm starting to pick up a few. It's, man, is it hot. Dangerous hot. Probably should have weighed that big one. It's funny, I got all these down trees, all this cover. The fish are on, you know, not on the cover today. Interesting. I'm catching my fish more on rock, which is not surprising, I guess. Oh boy. Get over here. Another good largemouth. Man, I'm telling you, the largemouths will just swallow it. Lucky for him, pinch my barb down. No harm, no foul. That's a solid pound and a halfer. That is interesting. So where I caught that big fish earlier, I've gone back upstream, and I'm fishing right back through the same area. That's 3 I've caught, and I've missed another one along this stretch. So I've seen a couple other boats, but it sure is quiet and peaceful up here. This time of year, it's pretty reliable for catching at least a few fish. Another largemouth. Man, I'm telling you, the largemouths will just swallow it. This one's bleeding a little bit. Unfortunately, every once in a while, you're gonna get that. Interesting. It's just kind of it is a little deeper here. I guess that's why they're here. Boat's setting in 23 feet of water. Boat's sitting in 38 feet of water. It just drops straight down. This is just a bluff wall, I guess you'd call it. And I'm in the shade, which is nice because it is hot. So you can see this is just a bluff wall. Boat's in 35 feet of water. This might be too deep here, I don't know. Man, it's beautiful up here. I'll catch, ooh, I like the shade. I'm gonna catch a fish here in a minute. That's a better spot. Not as good as the first big one, but not a bad fish. Pound and a half. So a while back, this rod and reel I'm using was given to me by a subscriber who's actually a buddy now. And it's a Kistler Z-Bone. It's their top of the line rod, and I am really impressed with it. You can, I mean, it is very sensitive. And the reel is actually a Kistler Series 1 reel as well, and I'm actually just as impressed with the reel. I didn't think I would like it, but I think I like it better than my Corrado. usually a Shimano guy when it comes to reels, but I really like the Kistler reel. But the rod is very sensitive. Really like it. All right, thanks for watching. It's always good to go up the river. I like it up there. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it's just reliable for catching fish. They weren't all big, although I did catch a few nice ones, but it's a lot less crowded. But I'm telling you, here in Georgia, I don't know how it is anywhere else around the country right now, but right now here in Georgia, it is hot. So you pretty much have to go early, at least I do. I'm a bit sensitive to the heat. So go early, fish till maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock at the latest, and get off the water because it's just too hot. But anyway, I don't do product reviews very often. But if I do find something that I like and it's good, I will tell you about it. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but as I mentioned in the video, this rod and reel was given to me by a subscriber who's actually a friend of mine at this point. But it's a Kistler Z-Bone, and I'm telling you, it is the lightest rod I've ever used. Very sensitive. As far as I'd never used a Kistler product before he gave this to me. But I'm very impressed. Very light, very sensitive. It's an awesome worm rod. And the reel, which is a surprise for me. I'm usually Shimano only. Everything else just doesn't hold up for me. I fish a lot and I'll wear out another brand in 6 months. Especially when I'm during striper season, when I'm catching a lot of stripers, they'll just wear a reel out. But I'm really impressed with this Kistler Z, what is it, a Series 1 bait casting reel. Very, very nice reel. Really surprised with it. Really like it. But anyway, lightest, most sensitive rod I've ever used. And I mean, I've got all kinds of different brands in there. I've tried them all. But I'm really impressed with the Kistler. But anyway, thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you come back and watch the next episode, and I will see you later.